And joining Marc-André and I up on the stage now are, once again, Stephanie Levitz from the Globe and Mail, Geraldine Bellevance from La Presse. We're talking about the weekend, Marc-André.
Oui, en effet, le moment, je pense, le grand moment de ce rassemblement ici à Calgary, c'était bien évidemment le vote sur le leadership de Pierre Poilievre, un vote qu'il a réussi de façon convaincante. Il peut donc maintenant rentrer à Ottawa fort de ses appuis et commencer à écrire un nouveau chapitre. Joël Denis, quand même, un congrès qui a eu bien des moments très importants, mais sûrement, comme je mentionnais, le discours d'hier, le résultat du vote. Qu'est-ce que vous allez retenir de ce congrès?
Ce que je retiens le plus, c'est que ce parti est plus unifié que jamais. Je pense que le score du vote de confiance en témoigne. Et donc, il semble prêt à se retrousser les manches. Et le vote d'hier, le discours aussi de Pierre Poilievre, permet de tourner la page sur des mois qui ont été difficiles depuis la dernière campagne électorale. Bon, on sait que les conservateurs ont perdu les élections. Pierre Poilievre a perdu son siège. Ils ont perdu 2 députés. Il y a un écart important dans les appuis concernant le meilleur premier ministre. Mark Carney domine Pierre Poilievre aisément. Donc, tout ça permet de mettre ça derrière le parti. Et Pierre Poilievre, je pense, va afficher une nouvelle confiance à la Chambre des communes cette semaine. On verra comment il va se comporter, mais on sent qu'il aura un élan supplémentaire après des mois qui ont été quand même difficiles.
Yeah, I would say too, picking up on for the convention, delegates here were still angry about the election loss, and they were really thinking about what are the changes we need to make. And I mean that much more in a practical sense, and they definitely got a chance on this floor to vent that. And so I echo with JD, it's sort of a moment to turn the page on the election for them, to reaffirm that at least for now, Mr. Poilievre has their support for sure. It was a resounding number. I don't think it came without caveats, though. I don't think it came, a blanket, just keep on keeping on. People do want to see a change of tone, a change in management of the party. And so they've given him this second chance that he's been after. And now I think definitely a takeaway here is everyone's wondering, what's he going to do with it?
Yeah, what's he going to do with it? And I taking that, I want to underline the fact and remind people we've had 2 floor crossings. Under his leadership, very critical of Pierre Poilievre's style and the way he conducts his leadership with the caucus. The Liberals would suggest that there are more who are thinking about it. Talk to me about the expectation of perhaps that actually happening, because after such a successful convention, you would think, or at least a party leader would want to think, that they have a honeymoon period. I don't know how much of a honeymoon Pierre Poilievre is going to have when still in speculation is that there could be more floor crossings underway.
It's interesting. I was talking to a delegate just this morning, and I said, what's your takeaway? How are you feeling about things? And they said, I'm so relieved. And I said, why? Because of the vote or because of the speech? And they said, I was convinced someone else was going to cross the floor, and it was going to happen last night right while he was speaking.
Whoa.
Right? So there's that anxiety that's built in there. And it's interesting because when you look at the number that he got, you can almost see there's 2 different ways to parse that. You could have a member of parliament looking at that number and being like, well, I guess nothing really is going to change. I mean, I guess we're just going to keep on keeping on because everyone supports them to the degree that they do. And so, you know what? I'm out of here. I don't want that. Or conversely, it's, okay, you know what? People are really behind him. There's maybe still some momentum here. Maybe there's some juice. You know what? I think I'll stick it out. Mm-hmm. It could go either way. But that's going to be up to individual MPs. And I do think caucus, at least based on my conversations and probably JD's, is keenly aware of that right now. They're keenly aware that they hold a great deal of power at the moment, too. They still have the Reform Act. They could still get rid of Mr. Poilievre if it comes to be that none of this change of tone or pivot or whatever we want to call it. Caucus can flex, and maybe that's another way to keep people in the fold.
Okay. JT?
Well, j'ai posé la question justement à certains députés, puis eux pensent que le discours d'hier a sûrement permis de rassurer plusieurs des députés qui pourraient encore se poser la question à savoir est-ce qu'ils veulent poursuivre leur carrière au sein du Parti conservateur ou tout simplement se joindre au Parti libéral. Et eux pensent que, en tout cas, ils ont la conviction, mais pas à 100% qu'ils pensent que le flot de départ est terminé. Ça reste à voir, mais on ne peut pas l'affirmer avec certitude. Vous savez, les conversations qui ont lieu en coulisses, ont eu lieu déjà, je pense, entre des ministres comme Tim Hudson, Stephen McKinnon, des ministres qui ont l'oreille de Mark Carney, qui parlent à ces gens-là, des députés conservateurs qui ont eu des échanges, mais tout ça est confidentiel. Je pense que quand on va l'apprendre, s'il y a d'autres départs, on va l'apprendre en même temps que tout le monde, et aussi les conservateurs, comme ça a a été le cas dans le cas de Michael Ma. Tout le monde l'a appris et je pense qu'on était tous là, bouche bée. Ah, what just happened?
Absolutely. Which, of course, goes to say that we have work to do when we get back to Ottawa on Monday because the story, as it progresses from here, what we can say is that Pierre Poilievre has the rousing support of the base that was here in Alberta. To quote Stephanie to Stephanie and to you guys, what he actually does with that is what we're going to be watching for starting on Monday. Listen, Stephanie, Joel Denis, merci. Thank you for being here this evening and really being with us. I said weekend. That's how suspended time is, but for being with us for the last 3 days.
Thank you.
Ouais, merci à vous tous d'avoir été avec nous. Ici, Marc-André Cossette. Merci d'avoir suivi tout au long des derniers 3 jours notre couverture complète de ce congrès national conservateur à Calgary.
And I'm Michael Serapio. Thank you again for joining CPAC during our special coverage. We'll see you again soon.